Turn yourself right.
Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet and welcome to the field.
Here come your Papillion La Vista South Titans! Hello everyone and welcome to the POV Media broadcast of Friday Night Lights High School Football here at Foundation Field in Papillion, Nebraska. Welcome to the broadcast booth. I'm Brody Carter, joined by the Plasek. Tonight we have the Omaha Westview Wolverines taking on the Papillion La Vista South Titans. It's a crisp September night with a temperature of 68 degrees. In last year's matchup, the Titans beat the Wolverines 34-21. Last week, the Wolverines beat the Omaha Burke Bulldogs 42-7. Leading passer for the Wolverines was Scott Miner II. Miner was 12 for 14 with 124 pass yards and 1 touchdown. Omaha South transfer Sage Giddens carried the rock 20 times for 217 yards and 2 touchdowns. Miner's leading receiver was Kingston Moore with 11 receptions, 123 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Leading tackler for the Wolverines was Aaron Kalala with 12 and 1 TFL. He also had a sack and an interception. Westview's head coach, Ben Ryan, isn't looking for players who need to be motivated. He wants players who are passionate about the game and committed to their team no matter the circumstances. The team has adopted the motto, "Stay up." A reminder that consistency is key. They can't afford to ride the emotional highs and lows. They need to bring intensity every single day. Motivation comes and goes, but passion drives you forward relentlessly. The focus is week to week and improving on all 3 phases on offense, defense, and special teams, with an emphasis on physicality and execution. It exposed a few things that the team is really looking forward to correct, knowing the future opponents will be studying that film closely. But one thing is clear, this team will never be comfortable with where they are at. They are in a relentless pursuit of perfection and attack every opportunity with purpose and urgency.
Last week, the Titans beat the Miller North Mustangs 51-7. The leading passer for the Titans was junior Colin Rayborn. Rayborn was 6 for 9 with 173 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. Senior running back Derek Jones had 23 carries for 152 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Rayborn's leading receiver was senior Brody Alderson. Alderson had 3 receptions for 151 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. Leading tackler for the Titans was senior Logan Arch with a total of 9. The leading sack leader was sophomore Elijah Chambers, which he had 1, and junior Gage Berkey had a blocked field goal. The Titans are coming off a strong 2-1 start and they're fired up. Assistant coach Nate Wesson said they've set their sights on a home playoff game and a district title. So every game from here on out is crucial. With homecoming tonight, they're eager to put on a show for the crowd and maybe enjoy that dance a little more with a win. Offensively, they look to execute at a high level in blocking, passing, and catching, while the defense plans to swarm the ball and tackle well.
Tonight is the 2025 homecoming game for the Titans, and the theme for their section is USA.
Number 1, Demani Allen, and number 5, Aaron Lai.
Titans have deferred, so Westview will receive the ball first. Low kick for Beckenauer, fielded at the 21-yard line. And this Titan Westview offense will come out onto the field, and the Titan defense will come on out to the field.
With the Titan defense, you really need to stop this 3-headed attack between Miner, Giddings, and Moore. They have been the most consistent players throughout the entirety of their season so far. Miner is a top 4 quarterback in the country, in the state right now, in passing yards and touchdowns.
It will be 1st and 10 from the 21. Miner in shotgun with Giddings led him to his right, and he gives it to Giddings. Giddings gets out to right back to the line of scrimmage, it looks to be.
Sage Giddings with the carry. He's brought down number 25, Chase Gable. No gain on the play, brings up
And Giddings is an incredibly strong running back. We saw that at Omaha South, and we've seen it so far this year. I mean, having a total of 5 touchdowns so far is incredibly strong. This Titan defense has been a little rocky sometimes in stopping the run, which they really need to do tonight.
Giddings on the carry. First one there for the Titans is Ben Myers.
Ben Myers has played incredibly well for the Titans this year as a linebacker. He is getting a lot of tackles so far this season. Ben Myers has just had so many tackles, 14 total to be exact, 5 of which being solo. We need to see Ben Myers continue to be great if the Titans lost success.
3rd and 2 from the 29. Miner is sacked in the backfield, but there is a flag down.
brought down in the backfield is quarterback Scotty Miner. There is a penalty on the play.
We're going to see what this is. It looks to me like maybe illegal hands to the face.
Face mask on the defense.
Yeah.
Face mask.
First down.
It'll be an automatic first down.
That is a that's a crucial blow for the Titan defense. With a quarterback like Scotty Miner, you really need to prevent him from running. He has a strong rushing attack as well, along with his passing ability. So if the Titans want to win tonight, they can't hurt themselves.
Miner on the quarterback run. He goes out left, and he gets about to the 39.
And that's what I was just talking about Scotty Miner using these quarterback runs. He can make things happen, and that's why they're going to continue giving him the ball, not just as a quarterback, but as a running back. He can effectively pass and run the ball. He has 1 rushing touchdown already this year.
It is 2nd and 7 from the 37. Miner on the keeper again. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. First one there was Gage Berkey and Jack Dolosky.
Captain Jack Dolosky is an incredibly strong interior defensive lineman. And Gage Berkey had an incredibly strong year last year, having, I believe, 2.5 sacks. Berkey has done decent so far this year, and if the Titans want strength on the defensive end, Berkey needs to be efficient.
Miner, his pass is caught by Moore. Moore keeps going. He goes all the way out to midfield. Taken down by Ray Flynn.
Ray Flynn has been an incredibly strong cornerback for the Titans. We've seen a lot of these Titans be effective with their tackling, not just this year, but going even back into last year with a lot of these juniors turned into seniors. So if the Titans want to win tonight, their tackling has to stay sound.
Giddings on the carry, and he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 2. First one there was Josh Thompson.
And Josh Thompson is a leader in this linebacking core. There's a reason he's just had so many tackles so far this year. To be specific, he has 10. 8 of which being assists, meaning he can just swarm to the ball and help his fellow Titans finish that tackle.
Miner in shotgun, drops back, rolling out left, throws, pass caught by Kalala, taken down by Cole Lemp.
Aaron Kalala has been not who they go to at receiver, really, but he was the defensive player of the year in the state of Nebraska last year. That's saying a lot for a team that is reasonably new. Westview has not been around for the longest period of time.
Giddings, flag down. It's probably coming back.
On the carry. He's brought down by number 52, Joshua Thompson.
Brought down by Josh Thompson.
Quarterback kindly returns the helmet of Jack Dolosky. Not sure what happened there. His helmet was torn off his head. I'm really not sure. We'll see what the penalty is here.
Yep, holding. It'll bring back the Westview offense all the way back to the 45. It is 1st and 20.
Westview can't be having that. They're in a pretty decent position to score right now.
Minor rolls out right, and he will get about 3. And a good decision for him to slide right before Grant Beckenhauer got to him.
Absolutely. If Grant Beckenhauer put his entire force into Scotty Minor, that would have been a painful morning tomorrow, to say the least. Beckenhauer is incredibly strong and has played so well as so many positions for the Titans this year. If the Titans want to win, Beckenhauer has to be exquisite.
Giddings gets about 5 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5. Ben Myers and Andrew Cook there on the stop for the Titans.
Give the props up to Sage Giddings. He fought through those tackles. Titans couldn't quite finish when they needed to because they had him behind the line of scrimmage. But really good props to Sage Giddings for having such a strong downhill run.
Minor on the keeper. Minor gets the first down. First one there is Logan Arch.
You can't have a play like that if you're the Titan defense. Scotty Minor, like I said, has incredibly strong running ability, and they're going to use that to their advantage. When it's 3rd and pretty short, you cannot have that. You cannot have the interior of the defensive line, just implode like that. Great play for the Wolverines.
1st and 10 from the 21. Snap goes over Minor's head. Minor is thankfully able to fall on it.
Joshua Thompson got back there. What could Scotty Minor do there? I mean, that went a good 10 yards over his head. An incredible get back to the ball by Scotty Minor. Titan defense with a great tackle there just to end it and not let Scotty Minor continue to run with that ball. He could have taken that and ran for a good 15.
2nd and long here. Giddings on the carry. First one there for the Titans was Ben Myers. And Logan Arch.
Ben Myers, again, like I said, makes up a strong linebacking core for the Titans. With between him and Josh Thompson, it's hard to stop that second level. With a Titan defense that has played so well in the linebacking and in the secondary so far this season, you need to see that. And we're seeing the defensive line struggle to stop at points. They've gotten some pressure, but just can't finish the tackles.
3rd and 27 to be exact. Minor looking, has plenty of time, goes deep for Kalala, and his pass is caught. Beckenhauer pushes him out of bounds.
Wow. That was a busted play for the Titan defense, for sure. They thought they had him, and Kalala gets open, and Minor finds him for a bullet down the sideline. What a great play by the Wolverines.
And everyone here held their breath. That ball was in the air for a long, long time. Normally, whenever you see those balls that are up in the air for a long time, especially when they're not as far of a pass, those likely get intercepted. Minor, he gets about 3 yards, and he's taken down by Andrew Cook.
Andrew Cook has been a pretty decent contributor for the Titans defensive line. when he's been able to consistently get pressure. He's not always been in the game, but Andrew Cook is strong and is going to fight every yard to get to the quarterback or running back or whoever's in the backfield.
Minor in shotgun. Snap almost over his head again. Pass caught by Giddings. And the whole Titan defense was there to meet him. Berkey was there first, however.
Yeah, you have a lot of Titan defenders there. And a lot of them are their biggest defensive players. You have Grant Beckenhauer on there, Logan Arch, Ben Myers, and Gage Berkey. All these players who have been consistently good for the Titans, all coming together to take down the strong running back that is Sage Giddings.
Minor and shotgun. 3rd and goal here with 3 minutes 34 seconds left. Giddings lined up to his right, gives it to Giddings. He fakes out Brady Alderson, and that is an Omaha Westview touchdown.
You cannot be seeing that from the edge there. He juked out a guy and was a walk-in touchdown.
Giddings has really been the bright spot on that Omaha South team. And now that he's here at Omaha Westview, he not only was he really good on Omaha South, but being on this offense now, we're probably going to see him a lot tonight. Like we said, he carried the ball 20 times last week against Burke, had over 200 yards, had us over 10 yards per rush. And his extra point is up, and it's good. Wolverines 7, Titans 0.
And what's interesting about Sage Giddings is he was not always a running back. As a sophomore last year for Omaha South, he started out as a quarterback. Sage Giddings was their quarterback, then transitioned to running back and played amazing at that position. With so many... He didn't have a lot of attention on him last year because he played at Omaha South. Now Sage Giddings is suddenly the star of an offense. He's been their consistent guy that they will continue to go back to. And while Scotty Minor and Kingston Moore, their leading receiver, have those ability to break away and have the big plays, the consistency of Sage Giddings cannot be matched. So far in the season, 46 carries, 365 rushing yards in 3 games. 5 touchdowns to go along with it. On the ground.
Back deep is Derek Jones and Elon Washington for the Titans. Mendoza and Arch are shallow. Ivner and Ray Flynn on the 30. Kicker is Tyler Weddle for Omaha Westview. Correction. Jose Gomez. Flag, it'll be kick out of bounds.
That's just going to be kick out of bounds, like you said. So we look to see their junior quarterback, Colin Rayborn, did not get the start for their first 2 games. They gave that to Grant Beckenhauer, who is their essentially Swiss Army knife of the team. Playing quarterback, safety, kicker, punter. He does a lot. He even caught a pass the last time we saw him against Omaha North. An incredibly versatile player. But Rayborn is strong as a passer, and he's very poised. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
1st and 10 from the 35. Rayborn gives to Jones. It's a flea flicker. Rayborn going deep. Pass intended for Pearson Ivner. In coverage was Kingston Moore.
And that was a a very strong choice for an opening play. Something I wouldn't have expected. I don't think we've seen that flea flicker play going back to the quarterback specifically. We've seen it with receivers. I believe even Derek Jones threw a pass at one point. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But we've seen a lot of those flea flickers, never going back to Rayborn.
Rayborn, pitch out left to Derek Jones. He is pushed out about the 41. Taken down by Aaron Lai and Evan Simone.
Evan Simone is a captain for this Westview team for a reason. Currently, Derek Jones is committed to Kearney, but I've heard that he has recruitment offers from North Carolina. Strong Division I program under Bill Belichick, who likes the run. If Derek Jones goes there, you could see a lot of use in him. Again, currently is committed to Nebraska Kearney to be a loper.
3rd and 4 from the 41. Rayborn in shotgun with Jones to his right. Bad snap. Rayborn picks it up. Pushed out of bounds by Kellen Ivey. I'm kind of surprised that Rayborn just kept the ball and didn't try to get it past the line of scrimmage and try to get it at least 2 wide receivers so it didn't look like intentional grounding.
I would 100% agree with you.
If I was him, I would have just thrown it out of bounds.
But can we quickly talk about what a play it was for Rayborn? Sneaking around the defense and getting a good couple yards back.
He got back to the line of scrimmage, too.
Incredible.
Great punt by Beckenauer. And the long snapper, Sam Dolphins, downs it on the 90. Or correction, 19. I don't know why I said 90. On the 19.
And Sam Dolphins is currently in the country the number 4 long snapper. We see a lot of consistency from Sam Dolphins. He's got a lot of offers. Currently has 2 offers, mainly from Auburn and Kansas State. But Sam Dolphins, top 4 long snapper in the country for the Papillion South Titans. Incredible player.
1st and 10 from the 19 for the Wolverines. Just under 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Ben Ryan calls his first timeout of the half. He's got 2 more. Calls the timeout with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left.
With this position on the field, Brody, where do we think that Ben Ryan is going to go here?
It's been working with Sage Giddings, so I just gave it back to him.
I would agree. I think they could give it to Sage Giddings, but I feel like he wants to get Scotty Minor going. Scotty Minor has had a decent night so far, finding Kalala for that long pass and having quite a few quarterback runs that were successful, but overall has not had a lot of passes through the air, which we have seen him be continuously really good with, having 483 passing yards in the season already.
After the timeout, it's 1st and 10 from the 19. Giddings on the carry. Met first by Chase Gable and Ben Myers.
And Chase Gable was a strong contributor to the Week 1 win against the Monarchs. Had a lot of hurries and even had an interception against the Monarchs off the defensive line.
2nd and 9 from the 20. Giddings on the tackle again. He's met quickly back at the line of scrimmage by Gable and Lemp.
Andrew Cook was in there as well. Man, he was just pounded in the backfield by at least 3 different Titans. Got back there and just hit Sage Giddings with all they could. An incredibly strong defensive play for the Titans of a running back who's been pretty hot so far tonight.
3rd and 11 from the 18. Loss of 1 after that last run. Minor is wrapped up by Logan Arch.
Logan Arch has been one of the reasons this Titan defensive back core has been so strong. He's been a consistent playmaker the entire year. Excuse me, not defensive backfield, but as a linebacker. He's still in part of that second level, not having a lot of plays get by them. The issue has been with the defensive line. We need to see pressure, and we saw it there on that play.
Flag down on the Westview 20 on their sideline. That could have been a costly penalty there.
Defensive encroachment is a call that you don't really see all that often, but it seems like Westview is still planning to punt.
Yes. Encroachment is only 5 yards, so it's 4th and 9. It'll be 4th and 4 now.
It'd be incredibly wild for Ben Ryan to call a fake here.
Ball will roll right to the 28.
That was Scotty Minor as the punter. Just like the Titans, the Wolverines got themselves a quarterback punter as well. You see a pretty good punt from Minor there. And if I'm Colin Rayborn, I need to focus in and say, okay, that was a lost possession, but we have the ability to score here.
1st and 10 from the 28. Jones gets about 1 on the play. First one there. A Garby and Evan Simone. Titans on the hurry up. Rayborn on the keeper. Taken down by Kalala.
Kalala is an incredibly strong tackler, and we've seen him get in there on a lot of the plays so far. Interesting that they would call a fake run there. Rayborn looked to have some green grass, but Kalala wraps him up and doesn't let it happen.
That is the end of the first quarter. Wolverines 7, Titans 0.
With the Titans offense, we need to see not only Rayborn get hot, but we need to see Derek Jones get hot. We really haven't seen him so far tonight because they just haven't gone to the run. We've seen him on a couple of plays, and when he's been given the rock, he's played strong. But we have not seen the strongest running attack from the Titans tonight so far.
Right now, the top 10 matchup between Omaha North and Kearney. Omaha North is up by 7. That game is in the first quarter. Columbus is beating 3-0 Fremont 14-0, and Omaha Central is up 21-0 in the first quarter against Buena Vista.
And that Omaha North team we saw here at Foundation Field take down the Titans. Now I will say, 2 D1 commits on that Omaha North team. Max Clark to South Dakota and Darian Jones to the University of Iowa.
3rd and 5 from the 33. Washington in motion. Rayborn in shotgun with Derek Jones lined up to his right. Rayborn drops back. Pass is caught by Elon Washington. He makes a guy miss. He spun out into Westview Wolverines territory. taken down by Cam Schulter.
And Elon Washington has been the consistent leading receiving target, but Beckenhauer goes hurry up.
Rayborn on the keeper. He gets the first down, and he's tripped at the 30.
When I said Beckenhauer, I meant Rayborn. Excuse me. That was a misspeak. They're going to continue to go hurry up here.
No running back. Rayborn has Trumbull with the snap, and he's sacked by Evan Simone, one of the Westview team captains.
Evan Simone has played incredibly well so far tonight. Had a quiet overall season so far. Not the most tackles in the world, having 10. And we see a lot of these Titans have 10 as well. So he's played pretty decently. So far tonight, he's been a game wrecker.
Brady Alderson in motion. Rayborn outright, looks deep, and his pass was intended for Devin Cotton. And it was broken up by Cam Schulter, who almost had that interception. It was in and out of his hands.
That was about to be a crucial mistake from Colin Rayborn. He had Alderson open for a minute, and then the defensive back broke. You saw the safety go down against Alderson to make it a 2 versus 1, and Rayborn didn't have enough time to react to that safety moving across.
Schulter's hands were just like my Madden defenders whenever I'm using them. And flag for delay of game. They'll move back.
That is not something you want to see here for the Titans. You got quite a ways to go yet. You really need to have a positive possession here. If you can find one of your receivers, whether it's Alderson or Washington over the middle, maybe even Derek Jones, you need to get something positive passing-wise.
It is now 3rd and 20. Flips it out right, and Derek Jones with a burst of energy. Taken down by number 21, Justin Wilson.
That was a play we've seen a lot from the Titans, and it's been really effective for them. That sweep to Derek Jones has been consistent as a play that gives them a lot of yards.
Now 4th and 6 from 26. Rayborn drops back. Pass caught by Derek Jones. He gets the first down. And he is out at the 4. Jack Deloski on that block.
Wow. Crucial saving block there by Jack Deloski to give Derek Jones the room he needs. Turned nothing into something real fast.
1st and goal from the 3. And timeout by Ben Ryan. That is his 2nd of the half. Calls it with 9:48 left.
Interesting that he would call 2 timeouts in the end of the 1st, but those are so early in the 2nd. I suppose you are defending against your goal line. There is a replay incoming of that run. With Derek Jones just continuing to be such an impactful runner for the Titans. There's a reason he won Nebraska State Defensive Player of the Week against the Monarchs. Excuse me. That was
the block was Cruz Sanders.
Yep, Cruz Sanders.
That made that play happen.
Was on the Hoco court this year.
Yes, he was. We will find out Coronation tonight after the game, so stay tuned after the game for Coronation. 1st and goal from the 3. Derek Jones in for the Titan touchdown. Score, Titans 6, Wolverines 7.
And Derek Jones just walks right in. Great blocking by the Titan offensive line, to give Derek Jones just a small amount of room he needed to break through several guys. They broke really well.
Rayborn's attempt for the two-point conversion was intended for Ray Flynn. Score will stay 6-7.
And as I was saying, the Titans had an incredible possession right there, giving a lot of yards up due to a false start and just miscues here and there. But the powerful rushing attack of Derek Jones is what kept them going. You saw two crucial plays by Jones to get the Titans their first score of the game, putting this game at 6-7 in the second quarter. 9:42 in the second quarter remaining. This could be a barn burner of a game. This could be a high score.
And I think for both teams, it will be a very good game for both teams. Great running backs, good quarterbacks. Aaron Lai and Caden Sessions, I believe, is who's back there on the 10. Low kick. 2-7 tries to get it, but he finally jumps out at about the 22, down to by Tyre Griggs.
And that was a very low kick. We see that a lot from the Titans. Seems like that was number 60, Mikey Johnson, on the kick. But we've seen the Titans continue to do low kicks because they're harder to field by the receiving corps. And we saw that a lot against the Monarchs, saw it a lot against the Omaha North Vikings as well. They're going to continue going to it because it's been effective.
First and 10 from the 22. High snap. Giddings gets about 2 on the play. Never mind, he gets right back to the line of scrimmage. Taken down by Braxton Barnby and Gage Berkey and Josh Thompson.
Josh Thompson, Gage Berkey, and Braxton Barnaby were all in on that tackle. Sage Giddings, again, is not easy to bring down. But the thing is with Westview so far is we're seeing their offensive line have some struggles. If Westview is going to continue their running attack, the line needs to protect.
Snap going over the head of Minor. Logan Arch gets a hand on him. Ran out of bounds by Andrew Cook.
And you had 3 different guys in the backfield there, almost getting the tackle. You saw Lemp and you saw Arch both get incredibly close to tackling Scotty Minor the second. Almost tackled the ref, even. Scotty was so close to the referee that Lemp almost knocked out his legs.
That could have been bad there. That could have been very, very bad.
There's no roughing the ref penalty, but...
3rd and 7. Barnby almost gets there. Minor gets the first down and rushed out of bounds by Josh Thompson.
And the legs of Scott Minor have been much more effective in this game than I anticipated going into it. We had seen Scott Minor II be effective with his running, but not to this level. We've not seen him be a run-first quarterback. Someone like Grant Beckenhauer, who tries to go to the run before he's passing. We've seen Scott Minor pass more often than he's ran. So the Titans need to stop the legs of Scott Minor.
1st and 10 from the 33. He goes deep. Pass is caught by number 32, Caden Sessions, and covers there is Brody Alderson.
What a great catch by Caden Sessions. Put a really great placement there by Minor. Just right over the head of Brady Alderson. And we're going to have a replay here. But not quite yet. Caden Sessions. Great play.
1st and 10 from the Titan 31. Giddings to the left of Minor. Minor being chased by Josh Thompson, and he's out of bounds by Brady Alderson.
Josh Thompson could have made something there. Almost was there for the sack. Got incredibly close to getting a loss for the Westview Wolverines. And Scott Minor just found another way to get out of there. So far today, he's just been so strong as a runner. And we saw with that pass to Caden Sessions that he can pass incredibly well. We just need to see it.
2nd and 4 from the 21. Minor on the keeper, and he flips it to Kingston Moore.
That is a great use of making nothing out of something by Scott Minor. He saw that he could flip it to his strongest receiver up to this point in the season, in Kingston Moore, and made it work. He was 100% going down, but he wasn't going down swinging. He was going down swinging. He gave the pass, the quick shuffle off to Moore for the gain for the Westview Wolverines.
Ben Ryan uses all 3 of his timeouts with 7:34 left.
That was a interesting call for Ben Ryan to have Ben Ryan call the timeout already. Something about their offensive front was not effective, and here comes the replay of that pass play. What a great play there.
Also great awareness too.
Scott
by Minor.
Yes, Scotty Minor.
Minor was getting tackled and Moore was in the right area.
100%. The awareness has been incredibly well from both quarterbacks, honestly, tonight. They've had the quick realizations when something isn't open, they can make something work with their legs. And they have not been afraid to do that so far tonight.
1st and 10 from the 20. Snap goes over the head of Minor again. Chased out of bounds by Josh Thompson.
Joshua Thompson, again, getting continuous pressure on the Westview offensive line, and Scott Minor the second. How many high snaps has that been?
3.
I thought that was 4. Yes.
There was one from Rayborn.
That was Rayborn, yes, sorry. This offensive line needs to be stronger if the Wolverines want to get their attack going.
2nd and 12 from the 27.
Minor's pass is complete. Number 32, Caden Sessions.
Taken down by Caden Johnson on the reception, taken down by Brady Alderson.
Caden Sessions on that reception again. And we've seen him get a lot more involved tonight than he has been in the past. For the Westview receivers, the most receptions was by Kingston Moore with 18. But there was only 1 or 2 from every other receiver on the roster. They're really trying to spread out the ball today.
Minor drops back. Pass is batted by Jack Doloski.
Jack Doloski on the hurry there. An incredibly, what a great play by Doloski, who is not an end. He's more of an interior kind of guy, which is incredibly difficult to get pressure on. So great play there.
Gomez's field goal is up, and it's no good. Wide right. If you're a Buffalo Bills fan, close your ears.
And, you know, from this angle, it looked like it might have been in, but no, the refs call it wide right, and that gives the Titans an offensive possession.
Yes, it is very hard to tell from this angle.
But if I am Coach Clemenger, what am I looking for on my offense? What are we trying to do this possession?
I mean, you took over on your own 20-yard line.
Which is good.
Yes, because if they were to kick it and it get out of bounds at the, inside the 5, that could have been dangerous. And Derek Jones gets 10 on the play. And there's a flag, a late flag.
Shooter on the tackle there. And I agree with what you're saying. We, as a commentating group, really need to see strength from this Titans offensive line, because there's been pressure in the credit to both defensive lines. That was a holding, it looks like.
Personal foul,
excuse me. Which, again, you cannot make these mistakes if you're the Titans in a pretty close field position to your own. The last thing you'd want is to get pushed back and then have another high snap happen. We saw that happen at least once for the Titans. And the chance of it happening again is always imminent. You have to be careful.
Another flag. Most likely false start on the Titan offensive line. Yep, and they're moving back. It'll continue to be second down, but they are moving back 5 yards.
And that's a problem we've been seeing for the Titans tonight. They are hurting themselves more than the Wolverines are. And you're seeing the Titans getting more penalty yards on themselves than the Wolverines. And you cannot have that if you want to win the game. The penalty percentage is incredibly strong.
Elon Washington out right, or correction left, but there's a flag down. Flag down on the 6-yard line.
This could be another holding penalty.
Yep, they're moving back. It is probably another holding.
That is just something you cannot be seeing from the Titans. That is 3 straight plays in a row with a penalty. If I'm Tim Clemenger, I am furious at my offensive line, because they've let up 3 costly penalties on 3 consecutive plays when you're in your own 10-yard line.
Rayborn fires, pass intended for Elon Washington.
They definitely had the strength and distance, but Elon Washington just could not get to it. It was a bit of an oversold by Colin Rayborn. And for Elon Washington, Elon Washington is incredibly quick as a receiver. And for Rayborn tonight, he's only got a 33% completion percentage. Not amazing from your starting quarterback.
Rayborn. And out of bounds by number 21, Justin Wilson.
There's a lot of questions at quarterback for the Titans, and we've seen it all year between Rayborn and Beckenauer.
If I'm Clem, I either after this possession, once they go back onto the field, or after halftime, put him back an hour, see how he does.
There's no harm in trying. While Rayborn is definitely getting the experience he needs to become more of a strong passer, Beckenauer...
Beautiful punt.
Amazing. as I said about Beckenauer. But Beckenauer could be the piece needed for the Titans to push them ahead in this game, because it is still 6-7 within 5 minutes and 28 seconds in the second quarter. Speaking of Grant Beckenauer, another member of the Hoko court this year.
Yep. I just want to say, that was a beautiful punt there. I believe Beckenauer kicked it from the 2-yard line, and he got it all the way to the 48.
Yeah, and Beckenauer has a great ability to just have the ball hit exactly where it needs to, and then just fall.
Giddings on the carry. Beckenauer there first.
Andrew Cook also got in there to help with that. Like Beckenauer, they're trying to not use him as much on offense, and you can clearly see that with Rayborn getting the start. Obviously a strong performance last week for Rayborn, but Beckenauer is just so good at so many positions, and he's one of their leading tacklers on the team.
High, and Josh Thompson there. He read that play like a book.
Yeah, exactly. It almost feels like Westview was reading the book, but the pages were facing the Titans. Because Josh Thompson could not have read that any better. Great play by the Titan defense, setting the Westview offense back a few.
3rd and 11 from the 47 with 4 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first half. Minor rolls out right, and Barnby was there first. Jack Dulosky was also there to help Barnby.
Barnby is a captain on this team for a reason. We've seen him be one of those players who is going to swarm to the ball, is going to be that leader that you need for the team. Barnaby might not have the flashiest statistics on the Titan team, but he's been a strong contributor.
Minor back to punt, back deep is Elon Washington. Fielded at the 6. Elon Washington, he almost broke, and there's a flag. Looks to have been horse collar.
And that is an incredibly big penalty for Westview. Horse collar tackles are illegal for a reason. It gives kids a really difficult time. The thing is with horse collars is they cause high concussion rate. And with the concussion epidemic we've seen with football in modern day and age, you cannot have that.
So the ball will get moved to the 39.
That is a 15-yard penalty, correct? Bro?
Yes. And it is not a spot foul, so wherever the ball was downed, it's 15 off of that.
Costly mistake.
We're going to see if the Titans can go down, and Coach Clemenger is listening to us because he put in Grant Beckenauer, and Grant's pass is caught by Elon Washington out about the 47, 48-yard line.
Washington has been a strong receiver the entire year for the Titans. There's a reason they continue to go to him as their lead guy when a lot of the Titan receivers do have struggles getting off their blocks on occasion. And even Washington does at times. But once he gets open, Washington is super quick.
Derek Jones met quickly by number 5, Aaron Lai, and Kellen Ivey.
Kellen Ivey
team
is
captain.
Another captain, like you said. A lot of the captains for the Wolverines come off off of the offensive-defensive line. Oddly enough, there is 3 of their 5 captains, that are on the defensive line.
First and 10 from the 45. Jones again, and he stops for a loss of 1. Jermaine Ballard, the second, gets there for the Westview Wolverines. 2:15 left to go with clock running. 2nd and 12 from the 47.
And we've seen Ballard not just be used as a pass rushing linebacker, but he's dropped back into coverage as well, having a pass deflection so far this year.
Beckenauer, bullet pass to Elon Washington, and he will get to the first down marker. We'll see where they spot it. Taken down by number 67, Trayvon Stearns.
Trayvon Stearns gets in there, and Beckenauer rolls out.
Pass caught by Elon Washington for the first down.
Washington.
Hunter Negus in coverage there. Sorry for interrupting.
No, you're totally okay, because Elon Washington was the only ball open for Beckenauer, but it was a hospital ball. He got leveled the past 2 plays.
Hurry up for the Titans. Minute 30 left, 1st and 10 from the 30. Beckenauer, pass out to Derek Jones, gets the block from Brady Alderson. Evan Simone there for the Wolverines to push him out of bounds. That is smart on Jones for getting out of bounds. You don't want to waste your timeouts if you're Tim Clemenger when you're on offense. You much rather would waste them on defense, because you don't want that Westview team to get down to the field.
Yeah, and I 100% agree with you. With 1:25 left and you're this close, you got to get out of bounds.
Beckenauer out to Elon Washington. He gets down to about the 12. And Beckenauer putting on a show for Clemenger. If I'm Clemenger, I would put Beckenauer in after the half.
I agree. I think Rayborn was strong last week, but is still a little raw as a passer. We need to see more from him.
Beckenauer out left on the keeper, and Beckenauer is in for the Titan touchdown. Titans 13, Wolverines 7 with 49.8 seconds left to go in this first half.
And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Grant Beckenauer is a backfield Houdini. He can do whatever he needs to make the play work.
And Beckenauer on that drive was 5 for 5 and passing nearly 50 yards, 44 to be exact.
And this is going to be taken back a little bit. But let's go back to Beckenauer real quick, because 5 for 5, marching down the field from the costly horse collar penalty of the Wolverines, putting you around the 40-yard line, 40, 50-yard line, around that 40, 45.
Beckenauer's field goal up and good.
Almost blocked by Aaron Lai. But Beckenauer, who was incredibly strong that possession. A huge boost in momentum here for the Titans. You definitely need to see that if you're Coach Tim Clemenger, because with Rayborn not having the best night, which it happens. Everyone has an off night every once in a while, and tonight's just seemed to be Colin Rayborn's. But Grant Beckenauer stepped up and had the play that they needed, had the drive that they needed to give them a lead going into the half, assuming that the Wolverines do not score with 49 seconds left.
And this would be a time, if you're Clemenger, to burn those 3 timeouts.
You can't take them to the half with you. They do not
Correct.
accumulate. So there's no harm or foul in using them here, especially if Westview is gonna kick.
And now, being Westview, since Coach Ryan already burned all of his timeouts, these passes have to be at least 5 to 7 yards every single pass and out of bounds. Kick fielded at the 21-yard line and fielded by number 25, Zamari Lewis.
Zamari Lewis is another player who they've used at running back for the Wolverines, outside of Giddings and Minor getting some runs here and there. But absolutely with the position that Westview is in right now, they 100% need to be putting passes on the dime. They need to be perfect. They need to be exactly where they need to, where in the receiver's hands, because you don't got a lot of time left. 49.1 seconds.
Minor looks deep for Moore and passes caught by Moore. Flag down. Side judge and the back judge both threw their flags. Could potentially be defensive pass interference on a you'll go.
I could see it going either way. I'm not sure if Moore pushed off.
They might wave it off because both of them were kind of handsy.
They might be offsetting.
Yeah, they might wave the flag off too. But we'll see what the ref says. Where is he at? Oh, there he is on the 40. Yep, pass interference on the Titans.
Coach Ryan declines it. And that's a fair play, right? You want to decline it because how many yards did Moore just get there?
Got about 27 on that play. And fumble by Minor, and the Titans fall on it! Oh my gosh! I believe that was Jack Dulowski who popped it out there.
Causing and collecting his own fumble, Jack Dulowski. Wow. An incredible change in momentum here for the Titans.
It might have been Berkey. It was a 5. All I saw was 5, and I know it was a two-digit number. I don't know if it was Berkey or if it was Jack Dulowski, but it was one of those two. And with the new tradition, we might see the person who caused the fumble to run to the Titans student section with the dark side flag. It's 1st and 10. Beckenauer deep towards Elon Washington. Finds his window. Elon Washington, he could go all the way, and he does! That's insane!
Elon Washington shedding tackles left and right and finding that tight window just to get into the touchdown. Incredible play by the Titans. Beckenauer's pass was on point. Couldn't have been higher, couldn't have been lower. Right where it needed to be. Great play by the Titans, and that puts you up 20, assuming you make this extra point, to 7. Here we go, we have a replay on that, because, whoa, what in the world did we just witness?
That was a crazy 30 seconds.
Anything can happen. Wow, what an incredibly strong play by the offense for the Titans. Now, if I'm Ben Ryan, what do I need to say to my defense? What words do they need to be hearing right now?
I mean, with 17 seconds, you really can't do anything unless Beckenauer's kick goes out of bounds, which that would be great for the Wolverines, because it would go out to the 35. You'd start on decent field position, and you could easily get, 6 to 7 yards per pass and just get out of bounds really quick. And if you get to about that 40 to 30 yard range, I know this is high school, but that's a makeable kick. I don't see, right now I'm looking at the American flag on the right side of the scoreboard. I don't see any wind, and it really has not been windy here tonight.
It's actually been a beautiful night
so
far.
And apparently we were supposed to get rain, knock on wood, but it hasn't came yet. So
seems like they went for two, which I'm not sure why you do if you're in this position. I guess it would put you up 21-7. However, why wouldn't you take the points, the extra point, and be done with it? I'm not quite sure. Taking 2 points, trying to go for 2 when all you really needed is an extra point is an interesting decision by Clemenger. But we do have 17 seconds left in the half. So I guess it works out.
And one of the things that is nice for when Beckenauer punts, normally what is called a squib kick. And so whenever the ball is received, it is received quicker. It is received quicker by the receiving team, which can take some time off of the clock. So that is one of the reasons why Beckenauer kicks it so low, is because not only can he get it far and people can muff the kicks, but it also takes time quicker off of the clock. Down by 27, and at the end of the quarter we're going to see a little highlight reel from this intense first half.
It looked like this was going to be a back and forth kind of style of game, and it 100% could turn into that again.
That's what we saw versus Omaha North, and it was a great football game.
A great experience to be a high school student, just to watch. Not just from up here in the booth, but in the dark side over there. Omaha North and Papillion South was an incredible game, and we could see this become something very similar.
Minor gives to Giddings. It would make sense for them to just run the clock out.
Giddings just continues to try to find the open space, and he's been consistent with that.
And that's the first half, and here are the replays.
Just a reminder, folks, stay tuned after the game. Stay in your seat for homecoming coronation. Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, please direct your attention to midfield and welcome the Papillion La Vista South dance team, the Sapphires. The Sapphires would like to thank the following Sapphire sponsors for their support for the 2025 school year. Capriccio Dance Company, Nebraska Justice Law Firm, Wine Cellar 510, Acuity Vision Care, Titan Exteriors, 4 Points Federal Credit Union, Mackey Construction Incorporated, and Marcia Meadows Photography. The Sapphires are grateful for their support and contributions to help make this year a success. Fans of both teams, we invite you to direct your attention to the field for tonight's performance by the Titan Marching Band. As with any live performance, the audience makes a difference. We hope you will cheer and applaud when you see something great, but ask that you keep other noises to a minimum out of respect for the performers who have put in hours of preparation for this performance. The Titan Marching Band's 2025 production is entitled Neon Cowboy and includes several selections, including Neon Cowboy, Wild Nights, The Ecstasy of Gold, Save Me, Texas Hold'em, and Tank. Featured performers are Nathan Glassman, Isaac Nilsson, Bella Williams, Owen Civarella, Tyler Holter, Jackson Baker, Austin Olson, Andrew Wilson, and Joey Palladino. And now, drum majors, Jenna McVicker, Jackson Baker, Brooklyn Pronner, Anna Bruce, and the Papillion La Vista South High School Titan Marching Band. Marching band is under the direction of Matthew Rowan and Colin Fry and student teacher Allison Newman. With staff members Christian Gray, Adam Rauman, Brooke Windsor, Nate Brown, Andrew Peters, Brad Roan, Brandon Goodyjohn, Michaela Layer, Anna Lane, Red Wilhelm, Omar Coyetti, Landon Kurtz, Katrina Baki, Johnny Temple, and Michael Pierce. The band will begin their competition season tomorrow at the Midwest Wildcat Classic at 10:30 a.m. Crown out and cheer them on at Buell Stadium. Let's hear it one more time for the Papillion La Vista South Titan Marching Band.
want to go right now?
Yeah, go.
Okay. Welcome back from half. If you are just joining us after the halftime, my name is Brody Carter, joined by...
I'm the Plasek.
And it's been a very close game by either sides. It's 19-7, even though the score doesn't say it's been close. It's been a dogfight out here by both teams.
I would agree. You've seen a lot of strong plays by the running backs of both sides. Giddings for the Wolverines and Jones for the Titans. Both have been both incredibly strong so far we have seen. Look for the offenses to continue to rely around their running backs. The passing games have been a bit inconsistent, although for the Titans we did just see Grant Beckenhauer go 5 for 5 on a drive and lead them to a touchdown.
Yes, he is 6 for 6. 84 pass yards and 1 passing touchdown. Absolutely insane. Gomez back to kick for the Westview Wolverines. Jones and Washington back deep for the Titans. Low kick. Logan Arch on the recovery at the 22-yard line, 17-yard line, and we will see Beckenauer and this Titan offense come out onto the field.
You want to see a lot of continued success from the passing game if you're the Titans here, because Beckenhauer, we know, can sling the rock, even if he's a little inconsistent at times. He's still a great passer. We need to see deeper throws and even more completions. He's been great so far tonight.
Derek Jones on the carry. He gets about 6 on the play.
Has to put the entire team just to take down Derek Jones. And we've seen that. Looks like there might have been a loose ball between what we saw. It seems like it is still Titan ball. Jet Delosky was going for it. But Derek Jones has been a pretty consistent back so far tonight at running back. He's had a total of 8 rushes for 47 yards and a touchdown already.
It was 2nd and 3 from the 24. Beckenauer. Pass to Brady Alderson. And what a grab by Alderson to get the first down for the Titans.
What a great snag by Brody Alderson. Aaron Lai comes down with it. Comes down to help the tackle, excuse me. But we saw a great snag by Brady Alderson. That looked like it could have been a little high, but that was just a great grab.
And play blown dead. Believe be a timeout. Correction, false start by the offense. That'll move them back 5.
And for the Titans, you've seen a lot of penalties on the offense. They've just given up so many yards from penalties. It's just been killing them. A total of 7 offensive penalties. You can't win the game if you're going to have 7 offensive penalties.
Derek Jones outright trucks a man. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Taken down by Justin Wilson.
Wilson does a great job there as Derek Jones lowers the crown of his helmet and just tries to fight through it all. But Justin Wilson is able to take him down. What a great stop for the Wolverines right before 2nd down.
2nd and 10 from the 43. Washington in motion. Beckenauer drops back. Pass caught by Brady Alderson for the first down to the 41-yard line.
That's Wilson again on the tackle with another pass going to Brady Alderson, although we do see a hurry up from the Titans.
Pushing 10 from the 41. Wide receiver screen to Washington. Washington trucks a man, and he will get the first down. He goes out of bounds, so the clock will stop with 10 minutes left to go.
Avery Lovelace is not a name we've heard a lot tonight, but he was in on that tackle. We've seen the defense for Westview be strong on their defensive line, it seems. They can get in to go against Beckenauer, but just haven't been able to get the sack.
Flip here to Derek Jones. Derek Jones is stopped at the 3-yard line by Evan Simone.
And Evan Simone puts an end. Evan Simone puts an end to the strong run by Derek Jones. He was carrying another guy for at least a good 5 yards.
Jones on the carry, and he'll be taken for a loss.
Callan Ivey on the tackle. Team captain for the Wolverines on that tackle. They have come to expect a run here, it seems like. There's just been a lot of defensive pressure on the inside of the offensive line from the the Wolverines, excuse me. And the Titans just have struggled to block it. And Brody, what do we expect to see from Westview defensively to try to defend here?
They've let Beckenauer be super consistent in the pass game. He's 9 for 9, 128 pass yards, and one passing touchdown. So they need to be able to stop Grant Beckenauer on defense.
And much like Scott Miner, we've seen Grant Beckenauer be a consistent passer, but not only that, he can run with his legs. He has made plays consistently both through the air and through the ground.
Jones has continued to be their go-to guy at running back, and only would Beckenauer go to him, because they needed to get consistency in the passing game. Switching from Rayborn to Beckenauer was a strong decision from Clemenger, and Beckenauer has just played phenomenally.
Stopped there by the Wolverines.
Fumble recovered by Logan Arch.
Logan Arch there on the fumble recovery.
Will be 3rd and goal.
It is now 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line.
Westview's really got to stop them here, because this is a crucial possession. The Wolverines are down on their goal line and are down by a few touchdowns. If you don't stop this here, that could be a monumental climb to try to beat the Titans.
Flag after that play. Wow, defensive encroachment on the Wolverines.
And the penalty coming at the worst possible time imaginable for the Wolverines. That's just pushing them even closer to the end zone that they're trying so hard to defend against. Kalala I want to see more from Kalala. He's been their best tackler the entire year. Let's see him get some pressure. If I'm Coach Ryan, I would blitz Kalala here.
3rd and goal from the 3. Washington in motion, gives to Logan Arch. Logan Arch in for the Titan touchdown.
Logan Arch with the rushing touchdown. Usually you see him playing
Linebacker,
right. Not much on the offensive side of the ball. He is marked on our roster here as a running back as well, but we haven't seen him play running back as much because Derek Jones has just been that guy that they want to go to.
Arch kind of reminds me of Titan alum Kylan Connor. He played linebacker and running back. He was really reliant on that defense for the Titans and the offense when Kylan Connor was here, and he was a beast.
Do you know what year that was, Brody?
My freshman year, so that would have been 2022 to 2023. Beckenauer to kick the PAT. It's up, and it's good. Score is Titans 26, Wolverines 7.
Almost two Wolverine defenders almost got a hand on that, it looked like. Strong pressure from the outside. It almost resulted in a huge defensive play, but Beckenauer is able to get it through the uprights.
Make sure you stick around to see who is the king and queen.
We need to see a strong offensive possession from the Wolverines if they want to stay in this game. With 8:11 in the third, I would imagine you just fall on this kick. You've got to go. You got to get at least like 6 to 8 yards each play if you want to continue to stay here. Stay in this game that looked close from early and can still be close because this Westview team is not, they are not bad. This is a strong Westview team.
Beckenauer back deep for the Titans to kick. So low kick. Fielded at the 23-yard line by Jacob Lasley. Taken down by Ben Myers for the Titans.
Aaron Lai is continuing to be a strong contributor for the Wolverines. He's been one of their better defensive backs the entirety of the game and entirety of the season. And having that kickoff, get at least a couple yards, not just fielded, gives the Wolverines an even better position. They do have to still go an incredibly long ways, but it makes it slightly easier for them.
1st and 10 from the 29. Minor to Giddens, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play. Taken down by Berkey and Logan Arch.
Sage Giddings was just met with a wall of defense and his own offensive lineman for that matter. Good push by both sides, offense and defense, just to create this wall that Sage Giddings could not get through, resulting in a minimal or no gain for the Wolverines.
2nd and 10 from the 29. Lasley in motion. Give to Lasley. And he gets about 8 on that play. Correction, that's Aaron Lai. Correction. Beckenauer and go on the stop for the Titans.
Aaron Lai, again, like I said, has been a contributor in the Wolverine defense, but we're seeing him be used more on offense now. He is marked as a wide receiver, and being a corner gives you that undeniable speed to keep up with those faster guys.
Snap over the head. And that would have been great for the Wolverines to convert on that 3rd and 1. But that was costly, and Joshua Thompson almost got his hands on it. So the punting unit for Westview will come on out, and Elon Washington will go back to receive the punt from Omaha Westview.
That's been a consistent problem we've seen all day from the Wolverines. High snaps over the head of Scotty Minor. That has been at least 4 fumbles from the snap for the Wolverines.
Is fair punt by number 5, Elon Washington at the 38-yard line. That's where the Titans will take over. First and 10.
Titans will take over on their own 35-yard line. Correction, 37-yard line. Beckenauer in shotgun. Pass caught to number 13, Devin Cotton. Pick up a 4.
Devin Cotton is another one of those receivers who is incredibly strong for the Titans. We just haven't seen him as much this year. We saw him much more last year. The Wolverines, great containment there because Cotton, if given space, could have made a much bigger play, but they got him out of bounds.
Second and 5 from the 43. Beckenauer rolls out left. Pass caught by Brady Alderson. Taken down by Cam Schulter.
Schulter has been a big contributor defensively for the Wolverines. He's been that guy we've continued to see who is going to get that tackle, regardless of how far away he is.
Correction, that was Cam Schluter. Pitch out to Logan Arch. Great blocking by Devin Cotton for Arch to get the first down. Taken down by Avery Lovelace.
Avery Lovelace is someone who could be used a lot more offensively for the Wolverines, as we saw on that last possession alone. However, we see them continue to be strong defensively.
Beckenauer on the keeper, and he will get the Titan first down, and there's a flag.
On the keeper is Forsyth by number 22, Jermaine Ballard. There is a penalty flag.
He was officially forced out by Ballard the second, but there was a flag on the play.
It's unnecessary roughness. I did kind of know that Beckenauer was out of bounds and he got hit hard by Jermaine Ballard the second.
That was gonna be my guess. I was gonna say late hit, which is unnecessary roughness, so call was still the same. But once again, strong showing by Straits Giddings to chase down Beckenauer and try to get him out of bounds.
And Pearson Ivner gets to the 3, taken down by Aaron Lai and Amir Wise.
That is Ivner's first catch today. It is really interesting that you have not used Pearson Ivner so far. Someone who that Clemenger likes to use as a sneak guy to get an easy touchdown. Great job of the defense to stop him from getting any more.
And Logan Arch in for the Titan touchdown. Score is now 32 Titans, Wolverines 7.
Logan Arch makes the second rushing touchdown of the night for Logan Arch. Someone we have not seen be used as offensively for the Titans.
Beckenauer Did not get the second or the 2-point conversion. Arch, as you can see on that replay, Arch in for the Titan touchdown, which extends the lead by 25.
And you got to give some props to these Westview defenders who are not giving up. There's a lot of guys on that team who are continuing to hit hard. For example, Logan Arch got hit incredibly hard in the end zone. I'm not sure who it was, but someone lowered their shoulder pads right into the core of Logan Arch. Strong hit by Westview, and if they can continue that aggressiveness on defense, you could see some even bigger defensive plays for the Wolverines as Beckenhauer gets set to kick off to the Wolverines.
Beckenhauer set to kick for the Titans. And Caden Sessions deep to receive for Westview.
Beckenhauer back to kick for the Titans. Sessions back deep for the Westview Wolverines. Fielded around the 17. Zamari Lewis.
Zamari Lewis on the return.
Strong tackle by Joshua Thompson. Zamari Lewis is a strong runner and is someone we have not seen get the ball as much outside of kick returns. But once he's had that opportunity, he has made work. He has been consistently giving them the kick return yards that they've been needing the entirety of the game. The most kick returning yards we've been seeing have been going to Zamari Lewis. Minor rolls out, pass is incomplete.
Intended for Kingston Moore, and on the coverage was Ayul Go.
Kingston Moore, like I said earlier in our stream, has been the best receiver for Westview. And you got to give props to the Titan defense. You have not seen them give up a lot of big plays to Moore, who has been consistently that guy that they go to for Minor to pass.
Giddings gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He's right down number 72.
Austin Hawthorne.
Austin Hawthorne.
In on that tackle. He is a big middle defensive lineman, which just shows which is even more impressive that he's getting in and making tackles, because it's incredibly tough as a middle defensive lineman to make a tackle of that regard. So Brody, what do you want to see from Westview if they're going to come back in this game?
You got to give it to Sage Giddings. That's what has been working for them, is giving it to Sage Giddings.
Agreed. Giddings has continued to be that guy that they are going to continue to go to, because he's just a hard runner and is incredibly quick. He doesn't mess up a lot as a running back. You know, not a lot of fumbles, not a lot of broken plays that we've seen from Sage Giddings. He's had a few where the line has been, there's just been not a hole. Even then, he's still tried to make the best out of a bad situation. You got to give a lot of props to Sage Gidding for willing Westview to continue to be in this game.
Timeout by Tim Clemenger.
Someone didn't get off the field quite in time for the Titans, it seems like. So Clemenger calls that timeout. Ben Ryan, in that huddle, has to be saying, okay, let's get the ball to our best guys, especially Sage Giddings. As said before, if the Titans continue to bite on the run, you could see them giving up a huge pass play to either Kingston Moore or Aaron Kalala, who has been an incredible receiver so far tonight. when we haven't seen him as active in the games before.
Titan defense coming back out on the field is 3rd and 10 from the 30 with 3:43 left to go in the third quarter. If you're just joining us, my name is Brody Carter and I'm joined by
The Plasek.
and it has been a great game so far. Pass caught by Kolala. You'll go on the coverage.
And that's exactly what I was expecting to happen. We needed to see more passing from Minor if they were going to have success. Great find downfield to Kolala, where we saw Ayul go have softer coverage, allowing him to get open. Okay, making sure I'm just like, am I in trouble?
Lewis with the carry.
Making sure.
He's right down the left for full left.
Zamari Lewis on the carry.
They put Zamari Lewis in at running back for Sage Giddings, who has been used a lot tonight, so is probably out of a lot of energy. But even without that, he's still played so hard in these late minutes of the quarter.
2nd and 10 from the 42. Minor rolls out. Pass caught by Kolala.
Kolala, again, getting the nod as the receiver of choice for Scott Minor. There's been some strong defense given by the Titans to limit Kingston Moore, their receiver, who has had 18 catches in the past, just in this year. It's just a strong showing from the Titan defensive back core. As we will see Minor fumbled the handoff to Giddings, and 25 recovers. Sorry, that was not Giddings on the run. That was Lewis on the run. He recovers the miss handoff. And like I was saying, with the running backs for Westview, both of them are strong and powerful runners. But the biggest flaw we've seen from Westview is the fumbling. That is 6 tonight.
Minor goes out left, being chased by Arch, and he is sacked by Arch.
Lemp and Arch both in on that tackle, which great chase down tackle there by Lemp first, and then Arch comes in next, because Scott Minor's quick. We've seen that the entire game. He can make stuff work with his legs. It just didn't work on that specific play.
Minor, the lone man in the backfield. 3rd and 11. Pass caught by Lewis. Taken down by Trev Ivner.
We are having a strong performance by the dark side defense. They've not let up anything but one touchdown, and the Wolverines had one field goal attempt, but it was missed. This is the closest we've seen Westside to scoring in about a quarter and a half of football.
Intercepted by Brady Alderson. And, Kingston Moore on the save from a potential pick six.
Great play by Brody Alderson to read the eyes of Scotty Minor II, as it was a bit overthrown to his receiver. Brady Alderson catches it directly in his arms, and then makes work with what's available. Great blocking he had great blocking along that sideline, allowing him to get to midfield before Kingston Moore saves it with the tackle. And you got to give props to Kingston Moore for getting that tackle when Alderson could have had a pick six.
Yeah, terrific blocking by the whole Titan defense. Mendoza. Yes, Chester Mendoza in for the Titans. Rayborn back in for the Titans.
Justin Wilson again on that tackle, as we see consistently having a strong defensive game for Justin Wilson. There's just been some great defense here by Justin Wilson. He's been a consistent force on the defense, and it seems we might be getting a replay here.
And it is the end of the third quarter going into the fourth.
Which means it is the tradition for the Titans to do tuba time. As we see the Titan offense come back on the field. And that is Rayborn with the pass. Pearson Ivner with the catch, and 22 for Westside, Jermaine Ballard the second on the tackle there. Wolverines need to get a defensive stop here. You can't let the Titans get anything, not even a field goal. If the Titans even score a field goal, that puts us deep chance for
Mendoza gets to about the 7.
Oh. Great run there by Mendoza. What I was saying was the Wolverines need to limit the Titans from scoring here, because if that's the case, we could be seeing the 35-point rule go into effect. And while it is the fourth quarter and the 35-point rule does not apply as much, it is still important to note.
Timeout called.
So offensively, where do you think they're going to go? Do you think they're going to try? Oh, let's look at the replay for Mendoza's run. A strong run from Mendoza, getting in the outside of the offensive line. What a great number of blocking. What a great series of blocking for the Titans, allowing Mendoza to find the space he needed to get down on the goal.
Chester Mendoza.
Taken down by Kolala, and that was Mendoza on the carry. It'll be second down.
Now you do have to specify, because there is 2 Kalalas on the roster. That was Aaron Kolala, their star defensive player, who has had a pretty good night overall.
Rayborn out left. Decides to keep it, and he's in for the Titan touchdown. Titans 38, Wolverines 7.
That was a great play by Rainboard, putting number 9 in a spin cycle to get the touchdown. Great redemption by Rayborn after having a rough game. We're going to rewatch this here on this replay with Rayborn just making something out of nothing. Completely breaks, and then he spins into the touchdown. Great play by the Titans.
Kick up and good. It is 39-7 with 10:36 left to go in the fourth quarter.
If Westview wants to get more points, what do we need to see? Because it seems like what they've been trying to do just hasn't been working. The Titans have completely read their offense, which is kind of unusual. But overall, Titans have just played an amazing defensive game, not letting up a lot, except for that one touchdown and field goal attempt.
I have just been seeing how tired this Westview team is. They are super tired. The defense has been getting ran all over.
And that's, it's to be expected when the offense can't capitalize. The offense can't capitalize off of situations that are given. It leaves the defense on the field, and then they get gassed. That's why we're seeing these garbage time points being put up by the Titans with 10:36 left. Westview just needs another touchdown to gain some confidence.
Fielded at the 20 by Lewis. He gets a pretty good return to the 35. Taken down by Joshua Thompson.
Zamari Lewis again with the return there. And again, he's been a consistent returner for the Wolverines the entire game. He's gotten them some of the biggest kick returns they've had. And even though they've been few because Titans have just swarmed it, he's gotten them more yards than if he would have just fielded it.
Minor to the running back. Having a hard time seeing the number.
On the carry. He's run down by number 50,
Jack Dolosky on the stop.
Makes it 2nd and 11.
It is 2nd and 11 from the 34.
TFL there from the Titans. And if I'm Westview, I am incredibly upset that we could not get that at least back to the line of scrimmage. All we need right now is positive gain, even if it's short yardage, like a 5-yard dunk or a 6-yard run, it's still yards.
Minor gives to the running back. Taken down by Gage Berkey. He was there first.
With the carry.
Getting on the carry.
Up in the backfield by number 50.
And they put Zamari Lewis again back in at running back. Sage Giddings hasn't been in recently because he's just been so tired. But for how much he's been used, and to his credit, he's given it everything he's had. He has been the best player on this Westview team tonight, consistently giving the Westview Wolverines more yards.
There's a flag down, and currently Westside is in the upset alert against Bell West. Westside has 26. Westside has 26. Bell West has 21 with 3:34 left to go in the third quarter. Potentially have the Thunderbirds' second win of the season come against one of the best teams in Class A, Omaha Westside.
And that Westside team is not a team to be laughed at. They've got a lot of great talent on that team. They've got a D1 commit as well.
Minor sacked by Ben Myers.
Scotty Minor with the keeper.
Scotty Minor just could not find anything there.
Ben Myers.
There seemed to be a semi-open running lane, but I don't blame Minor for just trying to slide. It looked like he wanted to slide because he was just trying to get a couple yards in front, but Ben Myers just completely ended all hope of that.
Ben Myers, or correction, Elon Washington, deep to receive the punt. We'll let it bounce and roll to the 24. That was almost a blocked punt by Cole Lemp.
Let's give a quick shout out to that punt from Scott Minor. It was a really good punt. Considering from where he was around their 20-25 yard line. And he got it all the way down to the Titans' own 30-25.
First and 10 from the 24. Rayborn to Washington. First one there was Aaron Lai.
Is complete to Elon Washington.
And Elon Washington nearly got a away there. But Aaron Lai, again, being a consistent force for the Titans to deal with. He's been consistent, and he's always getting a tackle. He's all over the field. He's not just a pass defender.
Rayborn, pass caught by Ivner for the Titan first down. It is on the 38, taken down by Aaron Lai of the Wolverines.
And what did I just say about Aaron Lai? He's been all over the field and was able to tackle Pearson Ivner, who is not very easy to tackle. He's pretty strong and is 6'2", which is a pretty big size difference at Aaron Lai's 5'7".
Coach Ryan calls his first timeout of the half with 7:04 left to go in the game.
I wonder, do you think that Clevenger is going to continue this short passing situation kind of game, or with a running attack from Mendoza, or do you think he's going to let Rayborn air it out a little bit?
I think the first option, just because you can run the clock out a lot quicker with quick passes.
I agree. I think if I'm the Titans, I want the game to be over. You know, it's not over till it's over. Anything in theory could happen. However,
just like the last 30 seconds of
exactly
the first half.
Anything can happen, but the Titans want to milk that clock.
Botch snap. Rayborn goes deep. Pass intended for Devin Cotton. Jacob Lasley on the coverage for the Wolverines.
And that's some strong coverage there by Jacob Lasley. You had a one-on-one situation against Devin Cotton on the outside, who is pretty quick. Great defense there by Lasley, and Devin Cotton just couldn't get it. With a little bit of an overthrown ball by Rayborn, that was just a great defensive play overall.
Second and 10. Rayborn out to his right. Pass caught by Cotton, and there was a flag down on the 40 or 30 on the 39-yard line.
Cam Schluter with the tackle. We will see.
An eligible man downfield for the Titans.
If I were to guess, a lineman was blocking before Rayborn was able to get it off. And you see that a lot when quarterbacks roll out. You'll see an offensive lineman continue to do their block, but the ball isn't out of the quarterback's hand. so that will count as an ineligible man downfield. And that's just a penalty that you really don't want to have, especially at this point for the Titans.
Rayborn drops back. Pass caught by Mendoza. And Mendoza gets the first down. Evan Simone to bring him down.
Mendoza got all that back in one possession, one reception, and ran for it. We got a replay on that one. I'm gonna see Mendoza catching the ball here. Here we go. As you can see, just continues to run down the field, and then just gets all of it. Gets all of it back. Great play there by Mendoza.
Mendoza gets about one on the play.
Jermaine Bauer the second in on that pressure and tackle. And again, we've seen the Wolverine linebacking core be their strongest point. We've seen them getting the most pressure. We've seen a lot of blitzes from the linebackers. You want to see more from the defensive line.
Rayborn in trouble, and he's sacked by Avery Lovelace.
Wow, that's what I'm talking about with a defensive line possession. Great job by Avery Lovelace there. While he does not play on the offensive line, linebacker blitzes are incredibly effective. A large majority of the time, the offense is not expecting it. They're hard to call out and block, and especially for a quarterback like Rayborn, who's only a junior.
Third and long from the 45. Rayborn has plenty of time. Pass caught by Elon Washington for the first down. Amir Wise on the stop for the Wolverines.
That was a great pocket presence and great catch by Washington there. But I want to give some credit to Amir Weiss. There was two defenders there, but taking down Elon Washington is not easy. He's been known to spin out and make you look silly. So great job just to wrap up and conceal that tackle.
Rayborn, outright pass deep, intended for Cotton, and it's a tip drill! Tip drill! Devin Cotton, touchdown! Oh my gosh!
There's going to be a replay on that one, but Devin Cotton! Here we go. Here it is again. Looks like it's in the defender's hands, bounces off and into the hands of Devin Cotton. What an amazing play. That looked like it would have been an interception. A strong defensive play by the Wolverines. Devin Cotton is doing what every quarterback's coach is begging them to do. Tip drill. If there's a ball in the air, someone should be behind them. Here we go. So we're gonna see Beckenauer to kick here.
We have the 35-point rule, which the clock will continue to run now that the Titans are up by 35 or more. And it's a doink, but there's flags. It's probably going to be a re-kick for roughing the kicker.
Roughing the kicker would be a crucial penalty here. That one sets you back quite a bit, actually. See what the call is from the ref.
Waiting
still
for the sir in the white hat. Yes, roughing the kicker. So they will get an automatic re-kick.
Good call on that, Brody.
I noticed that Grant was stumbling a little bit after he got the kick off.
So then, does that make their kick even closer than it was? Or is it just automatic?
It's just a re-kick.
They're just redoing it?
Yes.
So we'll see if Beckenauer can make this one.
But however, if this happened on the 4th down, if the Titans accepted it, then they would have just got the 3 points. If they declined it, they could have automatically got the 1st down.
We got Mikey Johnson.
Mr. Hype Man. That was so low.
And here's our replay here. Long pass to Devin Cotton. Tipped in the hands of the receiver, of the cornerback, and into the hands of Cotton. We will see right here. Bobble, and Cotton grabs it. What a play there. And you got to give a lot of credit to the Westview defenders. They thought they had that. It looked like they had that.
And I will say, normally whenever that stuff happens, when it bats up in the air, people give up.
Yeah.
They think it's a dead ball because it's going to hit the ground, but then it never ends up hitting the ground. Great way for Cotton to stay engaged on the ball. We always see stuff in college and in the pros. We see people giving up on the play because the ball's batted in the air. But if it's batted up in the air, thankfully, Cotton was back there. I remember there was a play last year in the pros where it did happen on a Hail Mary, and the team won by that because that player did not give up.
You cannot give up, regardless of if you don't catch the initial pass or not. If it's still in the air, you got a chance to catch it. It can be off the hands of either receiver or cornerback and still have an opportunity to be caught. You need to continue to see that continued effort from any receiver, tight end, even cornerback. If you're a defensive back coach, you are often stressing the importance of the tip drill.
Mikey Johnson is your kicker for Papillion South. And this is honestly smart by Coach Clem, just bringing Beckenauer off the field because you don't want any of your starters to get hurt. Beautiful kick by Mikey Johnson. Ball will come on out to the 25-yard line.
4 minutes and 7 seconds left in the game. Westview, I gotta wonder, are they gonna bring Sage Giddings back on the field? My indication would say yes, because he's been sitting for the past few possessions.
Yeah.
He should be ready to go.
But here's the one thing with Westview is I would not keep your starters in with the last 4 minutes. Yeah, you're down by 38 points. Babick is now in for your quarterback. Kingston Moore still in. If I was losing by this much, I would just take my starters out because you don't want them to get hurt. There's still a risk of injury, even though it looks like the second team defense is out there. Looks to be some. You just don't want your starters to get hurt.
100% agree, and you want to see what you have in these other guys. You know, a guy who could be on second team now, it could be their starter next week.
Giddings looks to get the first down.
He's brought down by number 32,
Trev Ivner is credited for the tackle, but that was a lot of people all crowded around Sage Giddings to bring him down to the ground. And Zach Babbitt at quarterback. We've seen him a little bit this year for the Wolverines. Hasn't had a lot of action just because of Scott Miner's excellence.
And Babbitt taken down by Bo Forrell and Ray Flynn.
But Babbitt is not a horrible quarterback himself. He can also run. He's got strong legs. and a powerful downhill style of running. I look to see them continuing on maybe quarterback runs from Babbitt.
Babbitt rolls out right. Pass caught. Yes, caught by Kingston Moore.
Kingston Moore getting more involved as this game is dying down. Again, you saw him be locked up pretty well by Titan defenders and just couldn't get a lot of separation. But when he got that separation, he looked great.
2nd and 1. Sage Giddings with the carry. Taken down by Liam Dube and Andrew Cook.
And you've seen Cook, you saw Cook in there a lot early.
He's been cooking.
He has been cooking. Andrew Cook was in on a lot of plays there and has one of the only sacks on the Titan defense this season so far.
Lewis breaks free. Cameron Adams there first, and he's assisted by Taggart Marco.
A powerful run from Sage Giddings. Now that he's less tired, got a little more steam in him, you can imagine how much anger he'd be running with here. Westview doesn't got a lot of time left, 35 seconds.
First and 10 from the 35. Goes deep. Pass intended for, I believe that's 42. Nick Crapful. And it looks like the Westview just gonna let the clock run out. Titans come away with the victory, 45-7. They improve to 3-1, and the Wolverines fall to 2-2. Thank you to our teacher, Miss Becky Hoke, and our crew for an outstanding streaming for all of their help. Thank you for the Titan defenders for providing the food for the crew. Next week, Titans will face the Norfolk Panthers at Veterans Memorial Football Field on Friday, September 26th at 7 p.m. Our next PLV Media stream will be when the Titans take on the Marion Crusaders in volleyball in the Titan Arena on Tuesday, September 23rd at 7 p.m. As for me, Brody Carter,
and V. Plasek.
Us two will see you guys next time. Stay tuned because Homecoming Coronation will be after the